Alright, so tonight we're going to do a little something on Jacks Open. Last night we looked at the Sure Shot Inside and Out, the 1975 Gottlieb Sure Shot, and tonight's going to be this game right here, Jacks Open 1976. First off, let's say a little something about this game, where it came from, how I have it in my collection today. The story is a friend at work that I worked with for 10 years used to work in a shipping dock, warehouse type shipping dock place, and he had mentioned to me that there were a couple pinball machines that were at this loading dock where he worked, or shipping dock. And he said it was a while ago too. He said they must be there for like 30 years or something. So I got the number right away and called the owner of the shipping dock, made an appointment, went down there and found this Jacks Open sitting on a shelf in the warehouse. And the owner told me that someone ordered the game, a vendor or somebody ordered the game, and it was shipped to his dock, and nobody ever came to pick it up. So they took it out of the box and they set it up in this guy's office, the owner of the warehouse. And the game was played there very, very little. And then I don't know what the story was. I really don't remember. I remember because this game I got probably 20 years ago, somewhere in that area, and he had said something about the ball got stuck, or the game wasn't working, or they needed the space or something, and they took it out of the office that it was in, and they put it back on the shelf, and that's where I found it. Of course, they probably waited around a few years and found out no one was going to pick it up, and that's when they took it out of the box and started playing it. So it's a find I'll never forget. I was driving home with the game in the van, and all I could do is keep looking back at it, because I knew it was never en route, and this is about as brand new as you can get of an older game. So with that being said, we're going to take a look at this game too tonight, like we did last night with the Sure Shot, which is next to it. You can see these two games are in the center of the aisle here, and they're here for a reason. It's because they are in really, really like new condition. So I have some new lighting tonight I want to try, and we're going to start off by looking at the cabinet. So I'll be back. I'm going to get the camera and put the lighting on, and we'll take a look at this awesome game. Alright, so I'm going to pick this camera up off the tripod, and hopefully I don't have too much light. Maybe I can tone it down a little bit with the overhead light. But let's start off with, like I said, the cabinet. We'll walk over here and kind of take a look at this cabinet, which it's been in my collection for 20 years, so it may have an imperfection on it from people walking through the path here, but I'm not sure. We'll take a close, detailed look at this. As you can see, the coloring and the lacquer paint that was sprayed onto this cabinet is really looking really, really new. And I have to say and mention that, you know, these cabinets were made by, I believe I heard that a business that made caskets. So I know Gottlieb didn't make them. Gottlieb didn't make a lot of things, as I've been finding out through talking to Steve Young and people that know Steve Young up in New York. So the thing about the cabinets is underneath the lacquer paint, which there's many coats, there are a lot of imperfections on the wood, and that's how you can tell basically an original painted game from the factory and a painted game that restoration some collector had done. And there's some really nice people, a lot of nice cabinets getting done by people out there, and they look almost factory spec, but it's hard to mimic an original cabinet. So with that being said, I'm going to show you some indentations where, I don't know if they're going to show up on the camera, but imperfections and indentations. There's one here where my finger is. I don't know, it's almost, there's staples in there behind. He must have stapled that on, and you can see it coming through paint. Here's another one here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's how I can tell. Even here, you can see underneath the paint where the wood wasn't perfectly smooth at all. So, but this game is in really nice shape, and like I said, it came out of a warehouse or a shipping dock where a friend from work used to work, and it has very low plays. So we're going to open it up and take a look at the inside, and we're going to look at the meter. I know the meter has some very low plays. I'll just pop this back on a tripod here, and we'll open it up. As you can see, I keep all the keys right above the game. There's going to be a couple of shadows. As you can see, I keep all the keys right above all the games. So if I need them, I can just reach up and they're there. So I just wanted to show you that convenience I have with when I want to go into the game. Alright, looks like this camera's not going to slide off, so I'm going to reach up here for the key. As you can see, this one too has nice new foam underneath it, because the other foam was just dry rotted out on the lockdown bar. So again, off comes the brand new glass. All the glasses are new on the games. Through the years, I mentioned last night that I have all new glasses, so there's no scratches or nothing on them. They really look nice. I'm going to get rid of that ball. And we're going to take a look at this game. This game is extremely clean inside. Looks really nice. I'm going to take out this paperwork here, instruction cards, my preventative maintenance index card through the years. Every year I worked on every game. I pulled them out and did some maintenance on them. I have some sort of plastic something or other in here, but so we'll start over here on the apron and work our way up the playfield, which is in really nice condition. There's no wear marks, and it has very low plays. I think it's 20,000 something plays. When we go inside, we could take a look at the game meter. And the way to detect a low played game, and you'll see some meters have low plays on them, it could be broke, but this game the meter works fine, and you can tell the meter matches the arch wear. The arch wear is the secret to how many plays are on a game, because that ball flies up and down around that metal arch so many times, and it's going to wear out. Not on this game because there's so many little plays on the game. So also I removed the plastic original bumper, pop bumper guards on the playfield, because the ball tends to roll over the edge of it and wear down into the paint. So the game don't get that keep in place. So I paint on them off so we can reel the paint. The pop bumper is really nice. We have get from and freak in that crease in the plastic plate guard. Feel pop bumper guard. This shooter. You can see that lane 2, how nice it is. Anyway, it's so nice, and there's really hardly a wear on it at all. That's a dead game. Also, that the game is that meter has the original low plate, matches the meter. Glass perfect. I believe back is perfect, except for see foam mark. They're made in this glass. Remember some foam. I ducks on one very sufficiently, right? You see otherwise faint, there's not a scratch or a mark, but on this glass, not a Gottlieb mark on it. They put a piece of strip of foam did with foam on the light board, and sometimes that foam will rest against that glass time to time with the back. You'll get it in through coloration. It's very hard to detect, so I want you to know that there, and that's part of its reality, which there's nothing you can originate that. These are very there's two on this about edges sharp, extremely sharp game is everywhere. I handle the edge with care when I get out of the warehouse. The game I didn't want it, and I touch any of the warehouse. So damage edges. So the game this way would continue to look new. To look. So let's raise Playfield. Raise the. We'll even come over before that, and we'll take a look at here before these edges here and test at this side. All these are just razor on, also not a sharp. All, even on the neck here. Awesome, really neat. Where it's sometimes the games get started and they get dragged on that, and it's sometimes just horrible story the way they got dragged on, treated some of this thing. The game. Let's see if I can do that with the camera. But if I could do that with my hand, I'll just rest this camera down here for a second. Just here. This game is so clean inside. You can see the wood. It's almost white. Has that natural look to it because, like I said, this game never was en route. Here's the final inspection by MM after the game was manufactured. But inside, even in the back, I don't know if you can see that wood back there. It's so blonde. Amazing condition. Smells new too. Smells like the Sure Shot. These two games side by side here, Sure Shot and Jacks Open, are really in nice condition. There's some kind of writing on here. That's from the factory. +5, +10. I don't know what that means. Or minus, plus, I don't know. Something from the factory, but that wood is so white. So I mean, so blonde. It's just crazy. So this is a beautiful example of a Jacks Open. Just a great example. So you can compare from this game. Because this game hasn't been en route, this is a good game to judge against a lot of games out there. And there's some nice Jacks Opens out there, because the Jacks Open is from 1976, so that was the turning point for Gottlieb when things started to get bad for them because of the video games. The video game craze was on in '76, and pinball, we all know, was taking a back seat to them games. So I mean, some of them didn't get played much and pulled off the routes and just sold to homeowners or put in the warehouse, because the vendors were now looking to buy video games and put them out on their locations to make all that money. So we're going to get a little shot now of the game meter, which works. Wow, 26,000 plays. Well, the game has been here for 20 years just about, so there's been a lot of plays on this game. So nice condition. Let's press the button and see if the game meter works. There it is. It just went up from 26,172 to 26,173. So I'm going to put down this camera now. I mean, inside here, we'll go again. I could even bring the light closer. I wonder if that's going to give us a better effect inside on the game. I'm curious to know that. Let me just grab this light. Wow. Send it through this way. Oh. Here you have it. Close up with the light. I don't know, we'll take a look at this when we put it on YouTube to see how clear the cabinet is. Light. Right, might be too much light. We'll see. Alright, so down. Put this down here now. For a second. And we, I guess you could say we saw enough. So with that being said, 1976, Gottlieb Jacks Open never been on route. Like, definitely